Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. So this is going to be the summary for the Deadman turn for the 6th of January, in fact. And it's going well. It's been very quiet, which has been quite odd, really. It's been kind of crazy. Kind of crazy indeed, in all honesty. What I'm going to be doing here, then, is let's go through. Not those guys. Click the wrong base. Yes. So with the actual transportation aircraft, what I'm going to do then is actually have them go ahead and... Oh, right. I thought I said transportation for some reason. I was like, a little bit confused there. So what I'm going to go ahead and do then is actually pick up the Yokosuka first SLF, and then I'll go ahead and pick up these other SLFs, paratrooper units there for after. I don't need a unit here. He does not seem to be moving anything down there at this moment in time, which is fine by me. If it doesn't move anything down there, that's a-okay. We'll be clearing up Singapore sooner or later. We'll be able to get something moved in there. I don't need to hold this base. I just need to own this base. So if I want to, I can bring ships in here to unload, which is nice. It's handy, really. I mean, it's a few days march, but it might be a case that we just land at Medan. Medan's one of those where it is pretty easy to take due to the clear terrain. But then again, amphibious landings are always quite dangerous out there. They're pretty much zero-sum games. But that gives us an option. But I want to bring these guys back, and then what I'll do is have the paratroopers. I'd like to have some paratroopers made available in each theater, really, so we can actually use them as much as possible. And just take all these little bases that, yeah, like all these bases over here that are on garrison, just taking all those and saving the fuel, essentially. So I'm going to be doing that. We are moving down here. What I'm doing is, this is marching over there to deal with the unit over here. Eventually we'll be able to find them and force them to surrender, which would be great news. And these guys are put into combat mode because they will arrive in the Hex next turn, which is excellent news. We're going to be launching an attack over here, which will be fine. What I'll likely do then is... I might have these forces maybe move south to Singapore if these guys keep on retreating. If they don't, I'll have them turn back and potentially head up to Georgetown. But it might be... We've got to sort of see, really. We've got to sort of see. There's a few ports around here, but I'm looking for something that's pretty decent. Malacca actually has a level 2 port, which is not too bad at all, really. So it might be the case to march to Malacca to potentially load up there. But there's a few options, really. I'm just trying to think how I want to do things. We're going to get this cleared in mind, so it's one of those. Well, we'll see, I'm not decided on that yet. It doesn't particularly matter terribly much, so we'll see. We are going to go ahead and do a deliberate attack over here, which is good news. I'm going to do another deliberate attack over here to Kuala Lumpur. I was contemplating actually going for, like, a shock attack, but I thought, you know what? It's like... I'm going to have them planned for Rangoon. It's not a big deal. If it takes a few days, then that's fine. I mean, it's one of those things of, like, I can't get them to Singapore very quickly anyway. I might as well deal with the unit here. I mean, they are slowly but surely being eroded. They'll eventually give up, so that's fine by me. I consider like a shock attack, but the terrain's not exactly great. We could probably get away with a shock attack, but I'm okay with it as is. Once we do with Kuala Lumpur, deal with that unit there, then with potentially a little bit more support, and then we'll be good to go. I just want to take things steady, really. I don't want to do anything daft. I do have 7th Fleet headquarters moving into Mersing, which is great. So be able to get them in there. A little low very quickly due to the amount of naval support I have over here at Mersing. It's probably the best supported level 1 base that there is going to be here. Probably in this man specific. But I'm getting then moved in there, so I can actually have 2 naval headquarters in Singapore. I'd like to probably have one. It might be worthwhile to have one of them in Palembang, as Palembang's a pretty big port as well. And it would definitely facilitate things. I would consider having the headquarters move on to Palembang directly, but I don't want to take a bit of a risk due to the fact that there's still an active air campaign against us over here. Now, something I'm going to be doing here to test the waters, essentially, is, let me see, it's made up of 3 ships. Is it this one? Yes, I have the torpedo boats, Hato, Kiji, Camel. What I'm going to be doing with these guys is I'm going to have them actually move over here to Oosthaven. The reason being, I really want to test the waters. I'm going to bring the MKB just about there, just back out this way. But what I'm looking towards doing then is I'm going to look towards actually heading into Oosthaven and potentially disband it into the port there. Due to the fact that it's a level 3 port, that's awesome. I believe that we are protected from submarines and we'd be able to refuel there, which is nice. You can see there's a whole bunch of fuel there. But I'm really testing the waters. I've gone ahead and actually moved some assets around. So over here now I do have 30 Ki-48. Ki-43 1Bs over here. They're going to be running escorts over here to Batavia, which is good news. Over here, I took the Ki-43-1As from Bangkok. There's just one Caesar Bangkok now running escort. But I took the 1As, actually, and brought them down here to Palembang. The reason being, what I'm going to do then is have the Thailand KUS actually sweep Batavia. I'm going to have the Ki-43-1As actually run escort for the bombers. I'm only running about 40% of the bombers, which, I tell you what, I'm going to run a little bit less than that. I think 30%. I don't want to go too crazy. I want to make sure I can actually cover this properly. Actually make that 80%, so just 20% of the bombers going out there. We're really principally concerned with trying to hit his cap. At that point, I can deal with the airfield, no problem, which is nice. I do need to actually have more reconnaissance of this area, so that's going to have to take some time. I'm going to have to get some squadrons available from elsewhere. But yes, indeed, that is what we are doing. These guys are still running naval search. Yeah, so what I want to do here then is I want to test the waters with the torpedo boats. It also gives me something that I can actually have further escort the MKB, which is really nice. It gives us options, really, essentially. But what I want to do here then is just see what the response is like, because there could be mines over here as well. That's the thing. We had mines here, so there could be mines. So we're going to go ahead and see what that's like. I'd love to get some SNLF moved over here to Merrick. I could potentially even use like barges if I had enough supply here, but I think that'd be far too deadly. I think he would definitely strafe those guys, and yeah, that would not go down well. And we'll see how that goes. We'll see. So over here in the Dutch East Indies, I'm moving the forces from Manado to BLeAcHACiD. These forces over here, I was going to have them move around, but yeah, I think I'm going to commit to this. I was going to have them go around, but I think I will have them move this way. It just kind of wastes a day, but then again, it's one of these where this is most... Well, I don't know. I've already gone this way a day. No, I might as well go this way. It's quicker. Ideally, yeah, less fuel being wasted there. I can also cover them, which is nice. We've got the transports over here. I've not finished with these guys as of yet. What I'm going to do is actually have a couple transferred elsewhere. But let's see... I'm going to go ahead and give them some time to rest, however. They're still moving the 35th JNAF. The only issue with the 35th JNAF... Actually, no, it's still quite a chunk over here, actually. That's surprising. Huh. Yeah, that sound detector and the searchlights can't be moved, but I'm quite surprised to see how many there actually is here. So we'll tell all of them to move them to Mikasa. That's surprising. Afterwards, I'll give them the time to rest there. We're going to launch an attack over here, deliberate. They will then move back over here to Dili to act as the escort for us, really, which is going to be great. They're going to be moving in. I'm going to have them move to Mekasar. There's actually fuel over here at Mekasar, so that's good news. So get into Mekasar, and you can refuel there, which would be great. I need to get fuel down here to Kopang. That's going to be one of the future to-dos there, which I'm looking forward to. We are repairing Ambon. I'm going to be considering potentially stationing some like naval search for Ambon in the near future. I do have the APDs, and I'm considering just moving them to Mekasar. Like, there's lots of little islands around in this area that I do need to take. But I think, to be honest, what I want to do here then is try and deal with the actual big things, and then we can deal with that. We've got a good chunk of time. I think the earlier I can push on Java, the better, really, to a degree. But I want to have the actual assets in place, the aviation in place to actually be able to do that. What I'm doing over here is actually moving these guys, the 41st Guard Battalion, into Samarinda. So then I can actually go ahead and pull out the regiment that's over here. The issue is the fact that it's these guys over here, the subs there. So what I'm going to do then is set up an ASW task force. And we'll try and deal with that. Send a couple of these bad boys. I am waiting on some AKs to actually arrive in the area. They're going to take some time. But, well, they're not going to take too much longer. We're going to have one at BLeAcHACiD in about a day or so, which is going to be great. But yeah, what I want to do here then is just have the ability to rearm, which I'm very much looking forward to, really. Can't wait for that. Once we have that ability, we're good to go. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is actually have the battleships actually moved out this way. They still have a little bit of damage to repair, so I think I'm going to wait for that. One of them can't repair some of the damage, but... yeah, Mutsu can repair that system damage. That major damage can't be repaired here. Hyuga can repair that system damage. It gives our ships the time to rest here, which is not too bad. There's a little bit of damage there on Kuroshio. That's a really awesome name, Good. I like that. I do like that. Yeah, Kuroshio. I like that. So they can actually repair there. Then what I'll do is actually bring these BBs this way, so I can actually have them used and engaged in the campaign for Java, which is not too far away. Subs are going to be moving down this way, trying to hit on the AKs in that area. The subs over this way are going to continue to patrol, try and pick up on the enemy there. I'm moving, actually, the... Or did I forget to do that? I thought I did that. I might have forgot to give that order. That's weird. Okay. Interesting. Maybe I forgot to do that. But I'm going to have them move back into Victoria Point then. I thought I had them loaded up supply to move to Port Blair, but I guess I must have not given that order correctly then. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Yep, assets are moving out. Construction units are moving all the way to the north to Chiang Mai, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah, so things are getting in action. Things are moving. I'm going to have the Sallies over here at Palembang obviously concerned with Batavia. The Sallies over here are going to be going ahead and hitting the airfield. The KI-48s are going to be hitting the ground forces there. We're going to wait one more day. One more day. We're going to wait here at Singapore. I know it's pushing the timetable back further and further. I was hoping to actually have Singapore today or potentially launch the attack today. But what I'm going to do is give them another day. They've earned it. We've got the two headquarters here now. Let's really give them that time to repair. Let's really give them that time to recover, I should say. And it will be worthwhile. What I'm going to do then is give them the extra day here to get this fatigue down, get that disruption down, which is going to be well worthwhile. It gives them that time to increase the amount of plan bonus as well, which is good. But also, I do have a 21st Independent Mixed Brigade unit over here, which is marching along to Singapore. So at maximum, it would move 30 today. It should achieve a good deal of progress, but it will not arrive today. It will, however, arrive tomorrow. So what I'm going to do then is, not tomorrow, so the day after tomorrow, what I will do then on the 8th of January, sorry, on the 7th of January, I will order an attack. On the 8th of January, the attack will begin, but the Mixed Brigade will have arrived and will be able to join in the attack, which is good because that gives us another 125 assault value, and it's giving these guys another day, full day's rest there. And yeah, we're going to be hitting it with more assault value. I mean, this is it. We're at 853 now. Would be at 970-ish, maybe 980-ish, which isn't a big increase, but it is a meaningful increase. Especially as I think he might be at level 1 fortifications or something like that. I don't think he's had a chance to actually really get them up anything large. But it would be well worthwhile, because this is it. It's going against Singapore then with increased AV. His AV has decreased, so did ours. But if we can actually increase our AV, as his has decreased, we're going to be in a better situation to get the odds that we need, which is good. What I'll do then is hit the airfield again tomorrow, sorry. And then on the 8th, what we'll go ahead and do is have all the bombers actually hit the ground forces and just try and cause as much discord as possible, really. Okay, yeah, AK is moving down there, which is good. Got AKs over here at Messing, which is excellent. What I'm doing is actually taking 25 AKs, well, about 20, 22, 23 AKs, something of that nature. They're going to move over here to Saigon, so I can actually have them loaded up with supply, ready for the campaign in Burma. What I'm doing over here is I've detached one ship that was still unloading. Actually, I'm going to put that back in, actually. I'm going to keep them together. They're not going to take too long. There's only about 1,328 there. So have them unload and then move out as a group. Yeah, it's not going to take too long. And then we'll go ahead and do another supply run to Marie. I mean, this is the good news. We've already repaired a good, decent amount of that oil, which is nice. I think it was about 150,000. So we've repaired about 12 units of oil there, which is nice. It's going to pay for itself in the end, really, which is excellent. The absolutely brilliant news is that at BLeAcHACiD and Simmering, we did not have to do that. I'm so glad about that. Okay, these float planes, we're going to be arriving here during the night. Let's try and get some reconnaissance of Tarakan. If we can, that would be excellent. That would be absolutely fandabidozy. We'll have to hope for the best, though. It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. Alright, let's see. Where's the rest of your unit? Port Blair, Bangkok. Right. Okay. What I've gone ahead and done is, I tell you what I'm going to do here then is I'm going to have them transferred. Have them transferred over here to Benjamin, however you want to pronounce that. Fatigue's Not too bad. Pilot's Hunt is actually fantastic. Right, have them run the same function. Just put 10% there. Right, set all fighters to do that. And what I want to do then is continue to hit Toribaya, but I want to do it without the actual, without the exits and 2s. I've transferred them over here to the Bardwap. They're going to be transferred slowly but surely towards the Iceycrome, which is going to remain here another turn. I'm also moving fuel down south. But I'm going to have them actually fly over here to the Iceycrome if I can. Well, the good news is the Iceycrome is under repair at this moment in time. But what I'll do then is have them actually resized. So what we can do then is actually have that squadron return in a couple of days and actually have it much larger, which is an excellent idea. That one is a idea of the Infinite Monkey. He's an awesome guy. I'm moving an aviation unit over here, an aviation koi. The 13th JAF koi. They're going to move over here to Naga, which will give me a little bit of a aviation value over here, which is nice. You're going to be shifted down there, which is good. You're taking additional escorts too. Yeah, wait another day of it. Well, we'll wait. We're going to wait at Clark until we actually get the bombers in place. I'm going to be using the additional bombers here today to actually go ahead and hit Clark, which is going to be good. If we can get that, we'll be great. We'll be really good to go. Need it. Absolutely bloody need it. Yeah, there's the Kai 28. Sorry, 27. Yeah, we need it. Well, might as well have some rest, otherwise we'll just accrue that fatigue. And there's only a few fighters over here, 4. So once we deal with that, we're going to be good to go. So I'm really happy about that. They're not especially deadly, but we can't take them too lightly either. I'm just doing 80% here to begin with. I'll do the same with these guys. I mean, maybe I could go harder, but I think it's worthwhile to be cautious, really. Until, I mean, this is it. Once we actually get to the point where we've dealt with the actual enemy fighters, then I can go whole hog on the actual airbase. I could probably do it now, but I don't want to take unnecessary losses for being impatient. That's the thing. We've got to be bold, we've got to be aggressive, but we've also got to be wise. In places where we can actually afford to be cautious, then we'll be cautious, because it saves lives, it saves pilot lives, it saves airframes. It makes it stretch a little bit longer out there, which is good news. I'm very happy about that. Right, so the Bardwar actually has no ACM, so you've arrived at just the right time. Get your ass in there. There we go. That's going to maintain those mines, which is excellent, excellent, excellent news. So, over here at Saipan, they've been loaded. It is soaking up a lot of supply bear at Saipan, but it's still worthwhile to do so. Get these guys moving out this way. Get them moving over there to truck. And then I can get them moving out to the front lines. I've probably got far too many heading that way, but it's a difficult one to try and figure out exactly how many you're going to need. Because we don't know how these situations are going to unfold as of yet. They're going to continue to unload supply, then they can return to not Guam, but to, let's say, Yokohama, Yokosuka. They can return there. But having some supply over here is going to be excellent. I do have you here. I'm going to have them automatically disband. It might be a little bit too risky, but I would like to have the option of rearmament over here just in case. Just in case. Because if we do need to go north with the carriers or anything of that nature, at least we have that option. If we take a look, that's 19 hexes, that is 14. Maybe I just have it go south, but I think it's worthwhile to have there just as an option. I could always then afterwards have it potentially move back north or potentially move south. But we'll see. It gives us the option that I like, so at least that's something to take into consideration. So we can't be sure that really anything's going to go our way. So that's the thing to take into, yeah, to really take on board. What I can do is keep these guys over here for the time being. I'm going to have them rest, and then I'll have them transferred back. But I could probably keep these guys on the front lines for a while. It depends really when we need them on the Iceycrome, but I don't need them on the Iceycrome per se. The thing about the squadron is it can't be resized due to the fact that it's going to be changed into size 30 in July 42. So we can't manually resize it. It's going to be done automatically. Whilst I'm hoping with Yamada, Yamada can be resized, which is excellent. It can't be resized here, but if I was to fly it aboard the Iceycrome, I believe I could resize it, which is excellent. So that would give us the ability to have far more zeros out in the field, which is excellent bloody news. What I'm doing over here, then, is I'm going to have additional submarines moving out this way, additional submarines moving out this way too, which is good news. The Kilgore, the Kilgore is not moving too far. This position seems to be okay. I don't want to be very close to the south. I want to be somewhat closer over here. I do have a consideration of moving. Yeah, I do wonder if I should move the Toko KOT. Due to that, we do have G3M2s and naval search in this area. Yeah, it gives me quite a lot there to work with. But we'll see. I was thinking about when I should try to move them, but I think what we'll do then is we'll hold on to them for the time being. I could move them to Talagi, but Talagi doesn't have that much supply here at this moment in time. So what I'm going to do is get some additional supply moved down to Talagi. There is some additional supply moving down to Rabal. Indeed. Let's see. Yeah, I do have ships moving back, so I can use those. Yeah, I need to get some supply moving down there. It's not an immediate concern, but it is a concern. Well, they'd move in quickly and out quickly, but that's still a big risk there. Okay. Let you have that damage repaired if able. Right. Okay, that's not a huge amount of supply. I can at least protect it somewhat. It is relatively low value, so what I'll do then is have them load some supply here. The supply here will be replaced shortly, which is not too bad, but we'll have that move out to Talagi then. Because I could definitely do with having a good chunk there. I'm going to have these guys. They're resting right now, so I'm going to keep them resting, get that fatigue down, and then we'll start using them. We are building up the airfield over here to level 4, which is great news. Once we're at level 4, it really helps out for the maintenance of everything. It just makes everything so much better, which is great. But yeah, what I'm looking towards doing then is we're going to continue to hang around this area. I'm going ahead and told these submarines to actually go on night naval search with their float planes. The reason being, I don't want to get shot down by day cap. It's going to be intriguing. It's going to be really interesting. There's a lot of ships there, which is something that I do wonder about. There was a report of a carrier, or CV, quote-unquote, but we'll see about that. I think what I'd like to do is get additional H6K4s transferred to Talagi. Maybe I'll just go ahead and transfer them to Talagi. Yeah, maybe we just do that. I mean, the G3s is searching out to 18, which is not insignificant. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do that. No, that makes sense. Whoa, that's a long time there, isn't it? Bloody hell. But yeah, I think we'll get them moved down to Talagi. That one can, well, it's going to be repaired in 2 bloody weeks. It's not doing anything anytime soon, is it? But yeah, that brings the number of actual patrol planes up here quite nicely, and it looks like we can handle that. Yeah, we can definitely handle that. And as we build up the airfield, we'll be even better off with that. Yeah, so, okay, no, I think that's worthwhile. I've got 2 SS's in here. Oh, RO63. Refuel. Takes it down to 657, okay. What I'll do then is I'll put you out here. What I'm doing with the actual short-range subs for the time being is I'm keeping them really protecting to Lagi for the most part on patrols. The reason being, yeah, we saw what happened beforehand. I really do not want to give him an opportunity to be able to do that again. What I'll do is I'll push them out. as we get a better idea of what's going on in the area. So I'll have that patrol here at Tulagi. Yeah. It's not a smart idea, but it's one of these I'm just doing for the time being, just until we actually get an idea. At least we're having the additional haste escape force over here. We're going to have a much better idea what's going on. What I really want to do then is, you can see that that's really far outside our range there at 30, so that's 10 out there. What I want to be able to do then is get a search base set up elsewhere. And if we take a look at Luganville, Luganville's still too far out there. It's only one closer than Tulagi. BLeAcHACiD is within range, which is good news. But we'll see. We have options, and we'll have to move our way down here, but that's going to take some time. So things are underway. It's just going to take some time to get there. If I take a look over here, then I do have a supply to attack. These guys do have a lot of fatigue. Oh, I've moved over 2 Ki-15 squadrons from China. So I'm going to have reconnaissance over a hell of a lot more of Burma, which is going to be really awesome. It's going to give us a lot more information to work with, which is really key to our success here. So yes, there we go. I can get these guys moving south, actually, so I'm going to do that. These tankers I really do want elsewhere. Okay. The oil is pretty cool as well. So I'll get them moved out. I don't really need them in summer. They're not doing me any good in Hainan. So I can then move in there. Right, there we go. Move you down there. At least they're escorted now. So yeah, things are going pretty well. We're going to have it landing over here at Tarakan, which is probably going to be bloody, but it'd be worthwhile when we do take Tarakan. We need to focus on taking Borneo, completing the conquest of Borneo. At least by bringing the APDs down this way to Makassar, what I can do is actually have them pick up some naval guards, possibly from over here, and actually have them use to take these bases over here. I'm probably going to use paratroopers as well to do that. I do have paratroopers in place over here at Makassar too. So what we're going to do then is get an idea of what's going on in Burma, and then I think really what we're going to do here then is, let's say, for Singapore tomorrow, our 4th Division remains at Singapore to recover. 33rd and Imperial Guard, I think I will move to Burma. So I do want to have a reconnaissance and detection levels over Burma. That seems to be where he's going to be actively fighting. We need to have an idea of where his forces are, what his plans are, how does he plan to resist us, what does he have in the area. He's got the fighters in place over here, which is intriguing. I want to know why. I want to know what's going on in this area. There is a fear that I do have, and it's something I will actually use reconnaissance to try and identify, is he moving troops out of China? I'm hoping that the rules apply to him as well. They should do, but there's always that little bit of a woody, isn't there, if he wants to move forces out of China. Because he could do it eventually if he saved other political points. But we'll see about that. In China, I'm moving forces around here, which is going to be excellent. Get them really in motion. Get plans in motion, really. Which would be nice. I'm going to take the main body over here, march it to the north towards there. I shouldn't have marched it back down. I thought I was going to cross over there, but I thought, you know what, I might as well cross there. But there we go. Thank you for watching there, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, you have been you, I have been me. You've been watching XTRG here on YouTube. Thank you for watching the first strike of the Homeland series, and I'm looking forward to see you again in the next episode. If you guys have enjoyed this, please do go ahead and subscribe if you're new, like the channel if you're an awesome person, and if you feel I've earned your support, potentially consider becoming a patron. That is really awesome. So thank you very much. I shall see you guys in the future. Tena Haka Banzai, and a special goodbye from me. See you later, guys. Have a good one.